right, hi guys, I'm Hannah and I'm going to walk you through adding properties to your Hostfully account. If you've already taken the Onboarding Basics course and you've already done this, you're awesome. Feel free to skip ahead because we have plenty to cover that wasn't in that course. If you didn't get to that course, we just wanted to include this video because it is the first step and super important. There's not much you can do in Hostfully unless you have your properties added. So we're going to walk through it one more time in case you missed Onboarding Basics. All right, so first you're going to log into Hostfully and you're going to land right here on your dashboard. From the menu at top, please select where it says your company name, your drop-down menu, and select Properties. When you get to this page, you're probably going to see 0 properties or maybe our Victorian home sample, but don't worry, we're about to change that so you can see your own properties in here as well. So when you click here, Add Property, you're going to see 4 options: single property, multi-unit property, import from Airbnb, or import from booking.com. For this video, we're really only going to walk through 2 of the options. We're going to walk through adding a single property and importing from Airbnb, since those are the most common and actually what we recommend. If you're interested in a multi-unit or importing from booking.com, your onboarding manager is going to want to walk you through that. So I will link the resources below, but reach out to them and indicate to let them know that you're planning to do either multi-unit or importing from booking.com. Some people are a little confused on the difference between multi-unit and a parent-child listing, so I'm also going to include that below because you may still be a single property even though you set it up as a parent-child. One big reminder I like to tell people during this process is you are still in this sandbox mode with Hostfully until you meet with your onboarding manager. So what that means is you're not live, nothing is broken. You can get around, play with Hostfully, get to know the system, add properties, edit them, and nothing's going to be pushed out to those channels until you meet with your onboarding manager and they get a chance to review your account, speak with you, and get things started. So definitely play around and get to know Hostfully during this process. I'm going to start with going over how to import properties from Airbnb because truthfully, that's the way most of our accounts are able to add properties so easily into Hostfully. If you already have an Airbnb account and your properties are in Airbnb, don't do all the extra work of manually adding them. You already have the property in Airbnb. Let's just import the data. That's all you need to do. A couple things I like to note before we import from Airbnb is you must have the main host account. We can't import from co-host accounts. So you need to have that main host account credentials just to import the properties. The listings also need to be active. They can't be snoozed or delisted. You can always log into Airbnb before you import, activate the account, and go back into Hostfully and snooze the import them, and then you can go and re-snooze or delist them later. But they need to be on in order for us to see them and pull the data. If you're connected to another PMS, you do need to temporarily disconnect from Airbnb. So what I want you to do is if you're currently on another PMS and you're switching to Hostfully, pause this video and check the resources below because I'll have another video that shows you exactly how to do that. Okay, with those few warnings ahead and a couple little notes there, I think we're ready to go. So we're going to select this add property and we're going to select import from Airbnb. You're going to land here on this screen and it's going to ask you to connect to your Airbnb account. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to click connect with Airbnb and it's going to bring us here to log in and connect to your Airbnb account. If you see a different account, maybe you have multiple, go ahead and hit use another account and try logging in that way. Sometimes when you have multiple accounts, you need to do this in incognito mode if your computer is going to continue to remember your own password. Okay, once you log in, you're going to land on this Connect Airbnb Hostfully page, and you just need to allow access. That way Hostfully can grant access to your Airbnb account to just pull that data over. And once we hit allow, it's going to load our data, and it's going to let me import all properties or import some. Maybe you have multiple properties and you only want to import a couple. So if you select that, it'll show you a list of all the available properties to import, and you can select from those options. Or you can say, I just want all of them and go ahead and do that. So we're going to hit import all. And now I'm going to go to my dashboard and back to my properties page. And you should see your properties from Airbnb now currently listed here where they weren't before. With that last step, some properties in different countries, or if you have certain type of properties listed like serviced apartment, Airbnb can sometimes switch your commission split from 3% that you pay to where you have to pay the simplified commission and the full amount. So also in the resources below, we recommend after you import, just double checking and making sure that your commission split hasn't changed. So along in the resources below, you'll see a little video called Check Your Commissions, and you can do so after importing. Remember, if you had to desnooze or activate your account to import it, you can go back now and re-desnooze them or re-delist them or reconnect to your old PMS, because now you're in the onboarding phase, and the next couple of videos, we're gonna walk through how to audit these listings. So first, we just gotta get the properties in here. Next, I'm gonna walk you through how to manually add your properties, which is also super easy. All we're gonna do is click on the Add Property at the top and select Single Property. It's going to bring you to this page that looks kind of short where you can manually enter in all of your information. So I'm going to fast forward and just get this information added. Do the best you can to get the most information in there accurately. But remember, later in this course, we are going to walk through how to audit this and go through every tab. So once you feel like you've had as much of the information added, a thumbnail, the address, things like that, we are going to go to the bottom and hit Save Property. Once you hit Save Property, you'll unlock more tabs and descriptions and items to go through, and that's okay. We're going to go through how to do that later on in the next videos. So now you should have a pretty good grasp on how to import and add your videos, your properties to your Hostfully account. And there you have it. You're all set. Whether you added your properties manually or imported from Airbnb, you've completed one of the biggest and first steps in your onboarding journey. You'll even get more with your time on your onboarding manager if this part's already done. So great job on getting that head start and getting things started before you meet with your manager. If you have questions, you can always reach out through the chat on the bottom right corner of any Hostfully screen, or reach out directly to your onboarding manager. See you in the next video.